Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth Billman and welcome back to Unearthing Shadows Light. I've been gone for a few days. I took the girls up to Vermont to visit a very dear friend of mine. It was a beautiful experience and happy to be home, but school is starting soon for the little ones, so here I am. Wanted to just hop on here and do a quick collective reading for everybody. The energies have been kind of intense, but like go at your own flow and pace. So a lot of mirrors are coming up right now. I mean, the entire universe is a mirror, right? So that will always be coming up as I speak that. The animal cards, I'm shuffling them. The Secret Language of Animals Oracle cards by Chip Richards. And as I was shuffling, Gaia had popped out again. So that's Mother Earth. That is, you know, our root chakra, where we stand on Earth, our fight or flight. But this is harmony, abundance, wholeness, and forgiveness. So, and look, it looks like she's also looking into a mirror. So as I'm talking about mirrored messages, lots of mirrors, lots of boundaries, stating clear boundaries. And if they're not clear, they're gonna continue to come up for you. So we're gonna, you know, try and make things as clear as possible. I asked for the collective reading. We're gonna get right into it, guys. Please give me the messages that I seek to know. Okay, so we have the Golden Orb Spider, Messenger, Balance, Awareness, and Design. So it's all in the universe's design, all understanding that everything is happening to conspire in an infinite amount of possibilities. The second card that popped out was Stick Insect, which is stillness, awareness, discernment, and composure. So you're gonna wanna use your discernment right now for your boundaries and the mirrored aspects that are showing you exactly what you need to see. For those of you in the collective who are dealing with relationships, there's going to be a lot of triggers that are coming up about boundaries and maybe some projections on shadow work in general, moving through your own shit, knowing what needs to be done. Let's see. A lot of abandonment issues. The Condor pops out. That cycles, reflection, perspective, and release. So releasing the cycles that are coming in and mirroring themselves, knowing that you no longer have to float this way, but taking the energy at your own pace. There's no rush. This isn't a race. We're all walking each other home. So this is literally everything is conspiring perfectly, exactly the way that it needs to be. All right. And then we have Timberwolf, which is instinct, guidance, belonging, and order. And then the Lizard or Tuatra, which is dreaming, sight, knowledge, and hidden gifts. So a lot of stuff is happening in the dream state right now. A lot of dream work is going on. It's a little bit more fast-paced than usual when it has to do with, I had talked a while ago about the energies just being like jello here and us doing a lot of work in the dream state. And although it's sped up quite a bit more here, the dreams are gonna come multifaceted. They're going to come and they're going to bring you many understanding and what is happening with what is coming into being, and if you're resisting it all, it's gonna show itself, whether it's in nightmares or it's just weird stagnant energy in dreams, your subconscious kind of playing out their own parts. I'm also gonna be picking from the Caroline Mises archetype cards. This popped out, it's mentor. The light attribute is passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. And the shadow attribute is the inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. So being very careful on how you're moving and teaching others. Not making it about you or an egoic sense, but just sticking to the facts and the knowledge at hand. Also, I'm getting to, okay, so don't get me wrong, like, I'm into my own conspiracy theories and whatnot, and it's only a conspiracy theory until the truth has made itself known. But I am being asked to share this on a global scale. So as it's being downloaded into me, I'm trying to share as best as I can with you guys. If you have gone down the rabbit holes of the elite and the Illuminati and, you know, even right down to the QAnon conspiracies and the Trump and Democrats and Republicans and, you know, all of that aspect of things, please keep in mind that timelines are different, and I've seen the world kind of shut down, and this is not having to do with COVID. This is having, like, I'm talking about the grid going down. I'm talking about us kind of being reset back to basics. Although that was in a timeline that I have seen, our timelines have now shifted again. So although things are moving in that manner, and I don't like to pay attention to the news a lot. I will get my news elsewhere, whether I like see something and read up on it, and just I kind of make my own hypothesis about, you know, what's happening here, there, and everywhere. And I feel like there's a lot of lies being told still with the elites and the currency of money and how things will be shifting there. The money currency is shifting, things are shifting. There is a lot of truth to what is being said that's working behind the scenes, but like, if you're looking at it from with blinders on, you're looking at it through your goggles, right? You're only seeing via here. We need to be thinking bigger. This is beyond the conspiracies of this earth plane. This is beyond, you know, the fight or flight between the Democrats and the Republicans. This is beyond that. This goes galactic. This is beyond global. This is galactic. And you're gonna start to see, if any of you, if you haven't seen already, that a lot of things are surpassed the amount of timeline that they can keep secrets from us. So things that happened with the CIA. I mean, I want to say a document came out. I have it on my phone. It's like 374 pages long, about how we are what we manifest, about how our auric field and we can astral project, and we are energy. And that is a truth that came out from the CIA, if that's how you want to take your truth. So do your own research. I'm just sharing what I have encountered and how I've been moving through it. Again, make sure that you are, I don't know, just keeping track of you have enough water, food. Again, this isn't to scare anybody. This is just to be prepared for when and if things go down, if our timelines have not shifted yet again. And as I'm saying this, I'm staring at this card. One of the cards that fell out is Storyteller. So the light attribute is the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And the shadow attribute is making up tales that harm others. So as I'm over here talking about conspiracy theories and stories being told and what to believe and not to believe, that's on you, on what you choose to believe. I can't make anybody believe anything. All I can do is sit here and tell you truths that I have downloaded, truths that I have seen. Then these are my truths. Again, these are not, as I say that, it's 11:11 time on the clock on the phone. So understanding the stories that are being shown in the news and being put out, and knowing that I feel like a lot of that is shadow attribute, a lot of making up the tales to still instill the fear. There's a lot of fear still around, and there will be until we can all kind of come together and clear it out. The other card that came out was Poet. So the light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and the shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to a negative or destructive effort. Like, that goes right along with the storyteller and also the mentor, because all shadow attributes are seeking to harm. They're telling lies or twisting truths to instill fear, and that is harmful in itself. We need to be seeking truths and not being afraid of what is coming in. A lot of relationships are in upheavals right now, a lot, because some are waking and some are still asleep, and I'm not sure if a lot know who and what it means to be awake and asleep. Just because you believe a certain thing, and this goes for myself as well, just because you believe a certain thing, and you believe it with all of your existence, does not mean that that is everybody else's truth. That is your truth and what you decided to take on. The two that fall out are Mother, which is nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. The shadow attributes are smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent, not wanting to let go, and also being overly nurturing. And I'm being asked, like, Mother Gaia or Mother Earth, being connected with the Mother card that comes out. Trying not to control the situation. The last card that comes out, and I'm going to keep it as the last card because it's fantastic, is the Avenger. The Avenger is the desire to balance the scales of justice, righteous on behalf of society or oneself. And the shadow attributes are resorting to violence in the name of a cause. And that violence it doesn't need to be physical, where you're punching and hitting and making people bleed. Like, your violence can go along from your ego getting in the way and you not being able to speak your truth properly. And I think that that's happening a lot. Words are being misconstrued, messages are being misconstrued. Please keep in mind that the light has already won. We've already won this war, which is spiritual and galactic, but we are playing catch up now. So we are in a plane of existence where time exists, and it takes a little bit longer than, because time doesn't exist everywhere else. So here it just, we think it takes so long, when over in a different plane of existence, what takes a year is a split second. So keep in mind that time is distorted. Sorry, excuse my pause. I'm just gathering information to lead with the ending messages, which I will continue to drive home. Boundaries are huge. Set them. You don't have to be an asshole about it. You can set a boundary, mean what you say what you mean, and don't say it mean. A lot of people are also, I feel, are trying to portray and convey truths that they know, but it comes off rather abrasive. So we have to be very careful on how we are communicating, because your truths might not be somebody else's. So if you're trying to get a truth across, how can you convey so others can hear you? And the last thing that I'm going to unfold is being here now. And I've said this in so many of my other videos, and I just want to touch upon it again and explain to you just how important that is. Being here right now, this is all that we have. The past is already done, it's over. The future has not yet come here. So anything that's being driven home in a fear tactic on what's happening or coming or whatnot is just that. It has not even arrived yet. Your best way of dealing with the energies that are coming in and that are here is being here right now within your vessel, within your truth, within yourself, and understanding your truth and standing by your truth and not letting anybody else sway your own boundaries. But also to make sure that you're not isolating yourself with your own truth. Just because you view one thing one way doesn't mean that another person doesn't also view it the same, but in a different manner. We all have different lenses that we see things through, different truths that we see things through. So I just ask you all to continue to be kind and loving to yourself and to others, understanding and compassionate, but also firm in your boundaries. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience in my absence, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Namaste.